Well, the IEB matric results are out, and across the country, thousands of learners are now celebrating their achievements, also looking ahead to furthering their studies and future careers. Among the schools marking excellent performances are the Reddam College in Johannesburg and Reddam House in Midrand, which has once again produced outstanding results. Today, we speak to two of Reddam House Waterfall College's top achievers, that's Rethabile Mashego and Suneha Ramnarian, about their success, their matric journey and their plans for life after high school. They join us now in studio to share their inspirations as well as their experiences. Ladies, welcome to the program. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Rethabile, has it sunk in yet?
I think so. I think when I went home and I got to sleep, because I've been having a lot of anxious nights waiting for the results. So getting home and getting to sleep and waking up this morning, it's like, oh, this is real. So it's very exciting.
Girl, like 8 distinctions is no child's play.
It isn't, but I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to God as well for helping me get through the journey.
Suneha, 7 distinctions?
Yes.
Let's talk about the year that was and what preparation went into it all.
So I think it starts in class, just listening in class, paying attention, trying not to slack off. It starts there. And then also staying up late, but also getting enough rest and balancing your life, playing sport, not just studying, because you're not going to do well. You need to balance your life, you need to eat healthy, all of that.
And Rethabile, I can imagine the journey itself was not easy, right? I'm sure there were some points where you felt like, oh my goodness, I'm drowning, I'm out of my depth. Let's talk about those moments and how you countered them with the vision and purpose of wanting to get through this all.
Definitely. I think matric is a very short year, but it's also a very tough year, and there were moments where you feel like you're overwhelmed and you feel like I can't do this anymore, particularly the jump between the June exams and the prelims, because they're quite close to each other, and you just feel like I just finished studying and now I have to get into studying again. I think what kept me going is just remembering the end goal and remembering what I wanted to do. I was very fortunate to have a very supportive support system behind me. Lots of my family would come and see me and remind me that they are there for me, that they're proud for me. Our teachers at school, we have really supportive teachers who, beyond academics, were there to support us if we needed to talk about life, about how we're feeling. We could go to them, counselors at our school. So we're very fortunate to have many resources that are there for us, many support resources that remind us that they're there for us and that remind you of what your end goal is. So you just remind yourself, because they believe so much in you, you are more motivated to keep going and eventually get through the year. So I'm very grateful to them.
And Suneha, actually with that point that Rethabile has just made, I want to make a point where you always hear how they say, you know, all work and no play makes a dull mind, particularly when you are in matric. The importance of striking balance between your schoolwork and all those extracurricular activities, because you need that balance ultimately. Talk to us about that.
So I think the balance is more just to give yourself a break, because you do need time to breathe. You do need to take time to yourself, to play with your pet, to do sport, to participate in a team activity, because I think that makes very well-rounded individuals. I think if you're just focused on studying, it's going to be very difficult when you have to go into the real world and you have to experience all these experiences at the same time, and you have to balance your life, you have to cook food for yourself, you have to take care of yourself, you have to work in a group environment. Usually in the corporate world, you have to work in teams, so I think sport helps with that. It's just also creative culture, all of that can help with relaxing the mind, and I think that contributes to your marks and how well you do. I think just training your brain to do more than one thing is really important.
And support structures are also just as important. You ladies brought your mothers to the studio today, right? And I know that being in matric is not just about you, it's about the family structure that also supports you. Let's talk about your support structure, Rethabile.
Yes, I come from a very big family, very, very big, many aunts, many uncles, many extended aunts and uncles. My parents have lots of friends friends, and each and every one of them were there for me. Even now, after receiving my results, I think yesterday was quite overwhelming because I was just getting congratulations, congratulations. So it's really, really great to see how they are happy for us, but it's also really great to have had them through my results. I remember going through prelims and each of my aunts came over to the house to visit me and give me a hug and remind me that they're proud of me. There were times when I was so overwhelmed and my mom didn't know what to do, so she would call my aunts and they would call me and they would calm me down. So I think I shout out to all of them. I wish I could mention them all by name, but I think we'll be sitting here for quite a while. So I really do appreciate them. My grandparents in Limpopo, so grateful for them, used to call me every other day during exams just to make sure that I'm okay. Teachers, my life sciences teacher, Mrs. Walsh, if she's watching this, was one of my biggest supporters during exams, not just academically, but socially and emotionally. She was really there for me. So I've had the privilege of having friends, families, teachers, a lot of different people that were there for me. So I'm very grateful for that.
Suneha, yours?
Obviously, my family, they've always been there for me, even if they weren't helping me, but they were making me food, or they were supporting me, they were offering a shoulder for me to cry on, or even just my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents. Everyone supported me so much. They also celebrated when I did well, and I think that motivated me so much. I thank my parents the most because they've provided all the resources that I need, like stationery, devices, anything. They provide me with anything and everything that I need. And also my friends, because if I missed something or I need help with a question, I can always ask them and they send me notes or they assist me. And also my dog, because he was my support buddy during exams.
And here's the thing, ladies, with matric year, we are told that preparation starts as early as January, as we also heard with our reporters out there on the ground, talking to some of those matriculants who are already hard at work. Just how important is it for you to lay the foundations as early as possible, Rethabile?
As Suneha said, it really starts in class, right? From the get-go, you just need to be attentive in class. I think lots of people have this conception that you need to go home and study for hours on end and make as many notes as possible. But I think that if you start in January and you're just attentive and you're taking notes, a lot of the teachers do give you like crypt notes on what to focus on. From there, you should be fine. Not to say that you should only listen in class and not study. I think it's a balance of both. But I think just navigating both the class experience, because your teachers are there to teach you, and the study experience, because I think what I've noticed is people tend to go on the extreme end. So either they'll just listen in class or they won't listen in class and think that they'll do it at home. But I think you need a combination of both from January through to December. It's through to October. It is going to be tough. It's really tough. And I think that once you start to let yourself fall through, it will be very difficult to bounce back, and it will take a physical and emotional toll on you. So from tomorrow, so many schools are starting tomorrow, to the class of 2026, I just say get into it and listen and try your best.
Yeah, and Suneha, the workload is quite intensive, yeah?
Yes, it is. The best advice I can give is don't procrastinate. I think do tasks as soon as you get them, because otherwise they're going to pile up and it's going to cause so much stress and so much anxiety, and you're not going to perform well. I think matric is just like grade 11. I think it's 2 years of matric actually, grade 11 and grade 12. So I would actually recommend in grade 11, take careful notes, pay attention, because all of that is going to help you in matric.
And Rethabile, so much is going on with your peers. You know, they're going through a lot, right?
Yes.
There's life, there's schooling as well that you have to worry about. What are some of those golden nuggets that you share with them at this time?
Oh gosh, okay, wait, can you please rephrase the question?
What advice would you give to your peers right now preparing for matric? Especially when we look at that, there's so much as well going on around in their lives. There's also life and there's school as well.
I would say breathe.
That's important.
That's a very important skill, breathe. It is a demanding year, and there's a lot of pressure, and I think we tend to want to push ourselves to the limits. I was one of those people, and my mom would have to say, Rita, breathe. So it's not all about academics. I really don't think that you should make your academics your identity. That's one thing that I would say is very important. Find yourself in other things. Participate, like Suneha said, participate in sports, participate in cultural activities. We played first team netball. Our netball team was there for us when matric was getting really tough, you know. So find yourself in other places other than academics. Don't neglect your academics, but don't let your academics become you. You know, you're a person outside of whatever results you're going to get, you know. Whatever the outcome is at the end of the day, you're still you. So I think just find the time to find you, find the time to take care of you, whether that's taking a walk, that's reading a book, that's having a conversation with a friend. Take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't go through an intensive year when you're tired and you're drained and you don't know who you are. It won't, like, I think that if I hadn't taken care of myself, the 8 distinctions wouldn't have mattered, because I would have just been bruised and battered at the end of the day. So you are important. And then another thing, you're not alone. You know, we are not existing as solitary people in this earth. You know, we all have someone to talk to, some sort of support structure. So I would say, don't try to be a superhero. Don't try to be a tough person. Talk to someone.
Only human,
yes,
right?
you're only human.
I like what you said. You guys are so wise, because you just said find the time to find you. We're out of time, ladies, but future plans. Just a quick one. Rethabile, let's hear from you.
I'm hoping to study medicine at Stellenbosch University, yes.
All right, and you, Suneha?
I'm hoping to study industrial engineering at the University of Pretoria.
And we wish you guys all the best. I'm sure we'll be touching base again on your journey. Wishing you nothing but the best. And congratulations once again. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Right. Those were our special guests right here on the agenda. Our top achievers, Rethabile Mashego and Suneha Ramnarian from the Reddam House Waterfall College, sharing their matric journey as well as future plans. Their stories are now a reminder of what hard work, of what determination and support can achieve. And of course, we wish them all the best with their journeys going forward.